Hey guys, welcome to another Japan episode. This time we're gonna take a look at Shimane Prefecture, which is a prefecture in the western Japan area of Honshu, or the most southern one. I don't know what makes more sense to you. The area that's also called Chugoku, which might be easier because it's hard to say if this is Western Japan or if this is actually Southern Honshu. Southern Honshu could also mean this area? Yeah, depending on how you see it. It's kind of weird. So, what do you guys think is this called? Or like this coast? This coast? Do you think this is West Coast still? Or do you think, what would you name this coast? Like, I mean, you could say Sea of Japan coast, of course. But I still consider that West Coast. But I don't consider this West Coast. So yeah, there's... Due to Japan's shape, there's some weird terminologies, I guess, sometimes. All right, let's get to Shimane. The kanji, the very often used island kanji, but in this prefecture, it's actually the first kanji, which usually it's rather the second one. And yeah. So... You can see the second meaning here of the second kanji. Not sure what it wants to tell us. Head of the island? I don't know. Kind of interesting. So the flag is this one. Quite a cool one. I like those yellow circles. Or gold circles. They are actually stylized katakana of the character of ma from Shimane. And shi actually means 4 in Japanese. And it also does mean death, but in numbers term it's shi means 4. And yeah, the color is red, wine red, kind of not quite. I would say it's a little bit brighter than that, I would say. But yeah, overall, it's a very nice color combination. I think I really like that. The area code we do share with Tottori Prefecture the 85 area code. And interestingly, it's not as the usual logic, higher number more south or more west. It's actually the opposite. Shimane has the low numbers of 85 and Tottori has the high numbers. So 851 to 856 is Shimane. Yeah, let's look at the topography. I just realized again how long Shimane Prefecture is. It's actually so long. It's really long. It has a lot of coastline. And even a peninsula, which is pretty rare for West Coast states. Yeah, I guess some do have a peninsula. So, yeah, we can see that it's very mountainous. There's very few valley spots again. I mean, basically it's just one. The one around Izumo. And Matsue, of course, the capital city. So, but as soon as you leave the coast, or even on the coast, it's kind of mountainous. So, yeah, we're gonna see some mountains again. Could be a similar video to Tottori Prefecture, because those prefectures are a little bit similar, I would say. We do have those 2 lakes here, but they are like seawater lakes, which is it's kind of interesting that you have 2 lakes. 2, you have quite a major city between them. And 3, the coast up here is actually quite mountainous. So quite an interesting shape here. While this coastline is pretty straight, kind of, and here it gets very different. Another interesting thing is that area-wise, it's the 18th prefecture, so above average area-wise, but it's the second least populated, which is, yeah, kind of very interesting. I mean, we had such low population prefectures in on Shikoku, but yeah, here it's a little bit kind of the same. So yeah, we have the major population is here, and in the mountains there's not many towns. You can see they're all small. Plus the other thing is Hiroshima has some areas here that seem to be a little bit less mountainous, and also because Shimane's shape is, you can see it's very thin and long, so that means it only gets one side of the mountains, not really 2, right? But Hiroshima stretches very far up here, taking a lot of land. So yeah, it's very thin and long. It does not have Shinkansen access, as the Shinkansen runs here along the Seto Inland Sea, but no Shinkansen on this here. Actually, the only, not sure if I mentioned that ever before, the only places that have Shinkansen access along this whole western coast, Sea of Japan coast, is from Niigata here, but it doesn't follow the, well, this does actually, oh no, I'm actually wrong. The only place is actually just like Choetsu to Kanazawa. And this line is also, has not been operating that long, like maybe 10-20 years. So it's crazy how much of a difference it is in Japan from west coast to east coast. Much more population on the east coast, except Shikoku and this peninsula. And Kyushu is also different. Kyushu is actually more western oriented. So what else is there to say? Oh yeah, the interesting thing is that even though Shimane is the second least populated prefecture, it actually wait, where did I? It actually has the second largest metropolitan area of the Sea of Japan coast, which is very weird. Like, how can you be the second least populated thing, but still have a metropolitan area of 600,000? And yeah, that's this area here, from Izumo to Yonago, basically. And so part of this metropolitan area is in Totori. So this is very interesting. So basically, yeah, everybody in Shimane lives here. So yeah, it can only make sense this way. Like, how can it be number 46 in population, but boasts the second largest metropolitan area? And I mean, Yonago and here, it's not that big here either. It's like same-ish, probably. Yeah, I already said that. And there used to be a border change in 1881 where a portion of today's Tottori prefecture was actually separated from Shimane. So Tottori got more land from Shimane because I think it was called the Hamada province. And a lot of borders today are still from those provinces that used to be back in the day. But a few provinces have been split up. So at first, everything of Hamada province became Shimane, but then the eastern part of it became Tottori, I guess. Is there a town Hamada? Not really. Maybe there is. I thought there is one. Which is also interesting because those islands here, they are actually Shimane and not Tottori. And that might be because this border shifted east. And it looks like it doesn't really make sense that this island is Shimane. And then the other interesting thing is there's a disputed island with Korea. It's very small. It's actually not that hard to, not that easy to find here. They are called the Liancourt Rocks here, and they are, disputed with Korea. Both countries have their stories about why it should belong to them, as usual. But it's mainly used by Korea at this point and not Japan. As you can also see here, there's a ferry going here and there's infrastructure, cell towers from Korea. So at this point, this place is more Korean than Japanese. It's kind of in a weird spot. I don't even know which country this should be logically belong to because it's really in the middle between those. And this should obviously belong to South Korea. This should obviously belong to Korea, but this is in a very bad spot. Like, it's really hard. Like, it's maybe a tiny bit closer to the South Korean coast, but yeah, really, really interesting. But I think these islands are not a big topic in Japan. I think the more disputed islands or the more interesting one are the ones with Russia up here. So I've never heard something about those. And so the last point is the largest employer is actually the retail industry in this prefecture, employing about 29% of the total population or workers. No, that's actually wrong. 29% are working in the service industry, but retail is part of that. Yeah, that's how it is. All right, let's go ahead. Enough talk. That was a lot of talk. Sometimes I go a little bit off the schedule and say something about other areas of Japan, just because they come to my mind at this point. It should be a really neat prefecture, but it has weather that's a little bit more influenced by the Sea of Japan, so that means it's actually quite coldish looking sometimes for a place that's so far south and west in Japan. So yeah, these prefectures, I can only go here, really. Really? Okay. Oh, I don't like that. That can't be right. Maybe it can. I don't know. So we're obviously in the mountains. Oh yeah, here's the main road, apparently. Oh, what is this? Hakuta town. Well, I thought I just saw that. No? Hakuta? Oh, there's actually Hamada that I... Is Hakuta... Do we see that? It could be very small. Especially in a depopulated... It's not really depopulated, even though I think Shimane also has some depopulation, but it was never big. Or not in recent century. So, yeah. Definitely feels more north to me than it actually is here. Those trees and stuff. But then there's also some interesting ones. So it seems to be quite mixed. It feels kind of cold, but what? How did I get here? Wait, is that... Sometimes it's so confusing when the road gets thin. But it... Oh yeah, no, I got taken over there, but I'm taken back. This to happen is so frequent in Japan lately. It's very weird. I think it's not in every country. This extreme at least. Wait, that's the same sign. Oh, we're on the 9? Maybe let's try finding the 9 within 20 seconds. That's an interesting challenge. There's the 7, but not the 9, not the 9. Shimane, where is your 9? Cannot find it. Was actually east. That makes sense with those cold feeling that I got. So it was here close to the border, and yeah, quite high up, I guess. There's the 9. Alright, that was bad score. Okay, wow, interesting mountains over there. Looks kind of volcanic, maybe. Yeah, the great movement of 2019 here. Yeah, I'm recording this in 2019 actually, but until when it's out, it's actually gonna be way into 2020. Maybe until then it's fixed. Alright. Whoa, I'm not sure if I like this road. And of course it gets like this again. Interesting mountains. Oh boy, what? Let me go back. I want to stay on this road. I go up then. I don't care. Very... Oh, that's actually the end. Well, maybe not. Well, it actually is. This is a very interesting house. It looks very western. It feels almost like this is a tourist spot because there's such a weird thing here. Those houses, like, they do not fit into Japan, really. They seem somewhat different. Not sure what this could be, or maybe military, I don't know. Whatever. Oh boy, there was a sign here. But what does it say? It's huge, holy shit. It's actually huge. We see a lot of mountains, but... and the river here, but no coast. So we're probably not close to the coast. Where is that river possibly? I don't know. You. What? That's weird. I wasted a lot of time. Yeah, I don't know. I think I went the other way. Maybe I can find something. Because this should be a prefecture road at least, I think. Oh, sign. 5. Yeah, it's actually Hamada. Yeah, I thought that this could be Hamada. And we are on the 5. probably not that far away from Hamada. Kita Hiroshima. Northern Hiroshima. That's weird. Is that a town name? Oh, really? So there's Eastern Hiroshima, there's Northern Hiroshima, but there's no Western Hiroshima and no Southern. I mean, Southern is the city, but there's no Western. It's so weird. I actually forgot that, I think, that existed, but yeah. Alright, another mountain one, kind of not that far in the mountain this time. Oh, but yeah, there's some houses closer to each other. That's always good news in Japan. And some railway probably, or a car road. Well, we can travel on that. Alright, what do we have? Saginoyu Hot Spring, Adachi Museum of Art, Kiyomisudera Temple. Oh, wait a second. I actually did that. Oku Izumo. This has Izumo in the name, so it could maybe be close to Izumo. Let's see if 45 is here. Maybe not. Hakuta. Hirose Yakumo. Shimane Prefecture Information Science High School. Kuma no Taisha Shrine. That's all not helpful. That's interesting. But it feels like, even though we have mountains, I think we're close to the coast. There's much population. Oku Izumo and Hirose. That is weird. And that's south. Oh, there's Oku Izumo. Yeah, I thought I saw that. And we are on the 45, which is here. Now it gets interesting. Where is Hirose? Adachi Museum of Art is here actually, so we must be here somewhere. But where could this road be? And where is the river from us? Is the river... Wait, we crossed here, so we started west of the river. And we're in the 45 kind of... Yeah, this is not easy. Let's see if we can... Yeah, the problem is... Oh, so the road is now north of us. Interesting. That is weird. So I went north and I crossed the bridge. And then I go south. What? It's weird as fuck. Maybe it's another bridge. I don't know. It could be any of those. I don't know. Yeah, it was not this one. But wait, how do I cross the bridge going south? What? That is weird. But yeah, we were in Yasugi town, I guess. Yeah, I saw Yasugi somewhere. Actually on the kind of outskirts of the town before it becomes mountainous. Makes sense. Oh, we have a palm here. Doesn't necessarily feel that warm. But we're in a populated area again, so it's kind of like the last round. Man, there seems to be quite a few different plant species that are really indicating that we are south. Even though it doesn't feel like it from the general feel somehow. Okay, with the houses though, yeah, they seem a little bit more southern architecture. I cannot even describe what that means, but there is a difference. Sometimes I can tell. It has to do with the colors sometimes, but not necessarily. So technically we should go north because the coast is north of us. That might be smart. If I only did that before, maybe it would have been good. So the 9 is here, the main road that follows here. So we're between Matsue and Yonago, so we're probably not in either of those, which means we could be in Yasugi again. We're somewhere in between here on the 9. So that's very interesting. We need to find something better. Wako Museum. End of 45 again. So that means we're here. What? How can it be? Yeah, I think I am here, but how did I get there? That's the big question. So I went north, north, north. And then not sure anymore. It takes so much attention to talk that it seems ridiculous. How can I forget it? But yeah, I went here, north and east. So I need to go southwest of here somehow. Along the river, right? The river is so close to me. We are very close to the river. We are actually on it. But there's houses here. Many. Oh, maybe here? Yeah, let's try that. Not really. Okay, what? 9 and 45 is south? Really? That's weird. Okay, last round. Oh, interesting. This looks a little bit different. Wow, so treeless. Or like, yeah, quite treeless for Japan. Or like, yeah, it's grassy. Oh, look at that. West? The coast is in the west. That is also very interesting. So, does that indicate we're further down here, maybe? That's why the landscape looks so different, because there's coast. Sometimes when the landscape looks weird in Japan, it's near the coast. Even though it doesn't feel coastal. That does not feel coastal to me. Even though this kind of looks a little bit like, a tiny bit like Ireland maybe, although now it's changing. With those, yeah. You can see the trees have a tough time there growing, probably because of the wind that's coming in from Siberia sometimes. Oh wow, what the hell? That's sick. Well, what does... Oh, does that mean we're here then? Somewhere. It looks like we're on one of those lakes, I think. Wow, that's a view. That's nice to end this challenge. So I'm looking east and we see open water. So maybe... what does the shape more fit? Yeah, maybe it does more fit here. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I'm not good at that. That's a problem. That's not a problem. Identifying shapes of roads and lakes and stuff. Pretty sure some people could tell now which one it is. All I know, it's one of the two, most likely. And not even that, I'm 100% sure. Okay, but this road, yeah, it doesn't really... Crazy how at first the landscape was so different and now it's like back to almost normal Japan. Oh wow. Nice coastal houses here. Wait, what does it say here? Akao Observatory. What if we're here? That's also not impossible. Shinsaki. Well, we need to be on the Shimane side. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I kind of forgot that this prefecture has islands. I did kind of forget this, but yeah, it did not feel like an island. Holy shit. I mean, not like... It felt like a bay somehow, and so that made more sense to me. But that explains the shape. Yeah, if you're in this bay, this looks very far away, and it looks like the sea, but it's still kind of the bay. So those islands cracked apart at some point, it seems. You can see how this fits in here pretty well. You can see that this fits here almost. So yeah, that was Nishinoshima. So Western Island, kind of, this means. It was the smaller one, or like the second largest one after Dogochima. So yeah, 13,000 points, Shimane. That's it for this time. Next time it's gonna be Yamaguchi, the last prefecture of Honshu. So I hope to see you there. And yeah, see you then. Bye bye.